Hello friends, once again you are welcome at our channel Mathematics Catalyst, and we have done many of the topics which are based on the functions. After these all functions, we will discuss about the one function, onto function, right? One function, what is one function, and onto function, what are the into functions and many one functions. What are the differences between these all kind of functions one by one? So suppose we are taking first is one function. We know about the functions. We have already discussed what is function. Basically, function is if f is a function which is defined from a to b is said to be a rule or a correspondence in which each element of a is associated with the element of b, right? That is called function, and each element of A has unique image in B. Okay, that is called function. And now we will discuss about first is one function. What is one function? For one function, or you can say it is injective function, right? Injective function. Injective function and one function both are same. One means one is associated with one. Suppose we have two sets A and B, and each element which is given in the set A is connected with some unique element of B. Suppose these elements are connected with each other, and here we have these four elements A, B, C, D as the domain elements, and here 1, 2, 3, 4 are the ranges. So we can say here the value of f of A is 1, value of f of B is 2, and value of f of C is 4 because C is connected with 4, and f of D is 4. Means each element of set A has one image in set B, or simply one element of the set A has one image in B. अगर ऐसी कंडीशन हमारे पास जनरेट होती है, then this type of function is said to be one function, or it is also called injective function. Basically, this injective word comes from the injection. We know that whenever we have to go for any treatment towards the doctor, then doctor always put an injection to one person, right? So one injection for the one person, so it is injective, right? So in the injection or injective function, or you can say it is an injection mapping also. Injection mapping, injective function, or one function, all are same thing when each element of A connected with one element of the set B is called one function. After one function, we have to define another one, is that is many one function. What is many one function? Suppose I am given an example for many one function. We can check the name of this function, many one. What do you understand by many one? When two or more elements are connected with one element, right? When two or more elements connected with the one element. Suppose here A is a set which contains these four elements. Again, we have A, B, C, and D, and B is the another set which has 1, 2, 3, 4. And we are checking, suppose A is connected with 1, and B is also connected with 1, and C is connected with 2, and D is connected with 3. So here A set contains 4 elements, B set also contains 4 elements, but here 2 elements of A has single image, right? So f of A is equals to 1, and f of B is also equals to 1, f of C is 2, and f of D is 3. So it means two or more elements has one image in B. Means B सेट में A सेट के दो या दो से ज्यादा एलिमेंट की सिंगल इमेज अगर आपको फॉर्म होती है, तो इस टाइप के जो फंक्शंस होते हैं उनको हम क्या बोलते हैं? मैनी वन फंक्शंस. मैनी हैज रिलेशन विद वन, right? So two or more elements of the set A connected with one element or single element of the set B, such kind of functions are said to be many one functions, right? So if any function is not one, suppose any function is not one, then you have to say it is many one function. Sometimes whenever you prove the concept whether the given function is one or many one function, then we have to go for this concept whether the given function is one or not. If function is one, then it's okay. If function is not one, then it must be many one function. How? Suppose we have, yes, and there is some criteria to check whether the given function is one or not. उसके लिए हम क्या करेंगे? हम लेकर चलेंगे if f of x is equals to f of y, it implies or implied by x is equals to y. Basically, x and y are the elements of set A, and f of x and f of y are the image elements which are given in the set B. So whenever you substitute two elements where x is not equals to y or x is equals to y, whether x is equals to y or not, okay, then the value of fx should equals to f of y or f of x is not equals to f of y. My meaning is that if fx is equals to fy, it represent x is equals to y for all xy belongs to A, or fx is not equals to f of y, it implies or implied by x is not equals to y. These two conditions belongs to one function. So suppose we have to show that the given function is one function. So we have to check. Suppose fx is given. We have to check if f of x is equals to f of y, and we have to solve for xy. If fx and fy are not equal, then x is also not equals to y. If it happens, then that function is one function. Means distinct elements have distinct images, right? Means one element has one image. And second one is if both elements are same, then their images are also same. Means again it is a condition for the one function or injective mapping. So algebraically, whenever you consider a question and you have to show that it is one or not, so for that you have to do this process. And if function does not satisfy these two criteria, either this or this, any criteria is failed, then that function will be many one function. Many one function. Suppose it doesn't happen, then that function become many one function. Suppose fx is, right, fx is equals to f of y, but x is not equals to y. In such kind of criteria, here we can say a is not equals to b, but f of a is equals to f of b here. F of a, f of b both have images 1, and a and b are both not equal, right? So it means this function is called many one function because two or more elements have same image, so that function is many one function. We are saying that uh, if function is not one, then definitely that will be many one function, right? Next is onto function. What is onto function or surjective function? Onto function is nothing but if we defined a function from A to B, f is defined from A to B, and each element of set B has at least one pre-image in A. Each element of set B has at least one pre-image in A. Then that function is called onto function, and it is also called surjective function. So each element of set B has at least one pre-image in A, then it is called onto function, or it is also called surjective function. Means अगर आपके पास A and B two sets available हैं, and this contains four elements, this also contains four elements, and this has pre-image in A, and this also has pre-image in A, this also has pre-image in A, and this element also has pre-image in A. It means each element of set B has one pre-image in A. In that criteria, we have to say that the given function is onto function, right? Or you can say if any function is given which is defined from A to B, what is set B? Set B is nothing but it is the codomain, right? Codomain of F. And second is we have to find the range of the function. This is a procedure by which we can check the condition for onto function. First of all, we should take a function which is defined from A to B, and B is the codomain of the function, right? So codomain is given, it is defined in the question, and you have to find the range of the function. If range of the function is represented by R of f and R of f is equals to B, what happens if R of f is equals to B? It implies that जो भी आपके पास range है, means those elements which are present in B, basically it is nothing but it is a range of the function. Means each element of set B has association with at least one element of set A. Then it can be happen only. So onto function को टेस्ट करने के लिए आप क्या करेंगे? You have to show that range of f is equals to codomain of f. If this criteria fulfills, then you can say the given function is onto function, or you can say it is a surjective function. And on the other hand, we have to take some another function, that is into function, the function which is not onto. It has simple definition, which is not onto. The function which is not onto function is called into function. So what is onto function? We know that each element of B has at least one preimage in A. Then what will be the into function? At least one element of set B has no any preimage in A. At least one element of set B has no any preimage in A. B सेट के एलिमेंट्स में कम से कम एक ऐसा एलिमेंट जरूर होगा जिसकी A में कोई भी प्री इमेज अवेलेबल नहीं होगी. अगर इस टाइप का क्राइटेरिया हमें फॉर्म होता है तो उसको हम क्या बोलते हैं? इनटू फंक्शन बोलते हैं. तो बेसिकली इसमें हमने क्या बोला? इफ ईच एलिमेंट ऑफ B हैज एट लीस्ट वन प्री इमेज इन A, बट if we have this kind of condition, B set is there, A set is there, and we are taking four elements again, but it has the image this, it has it has the image this, and it has some this image, and it has no any image in that set, right? This B set has one element which has no any pre-image in A set. So this function, this point has no any pre-image in this, so this function is not onto. Not onto means that will be into function. Means if the function is not 1 1, it is confirmed the function is not 1 1, then definitely it is many 1. If function is not surjective, then definitely it will be into function. The function which is not onto, that will be into function. Means there is any, at least one element is there which has no any pre-image in A. तो अगर ऐसा हो जाता है तो फंक्शन कैसा हो जाएगा? हमारा इनटू फंक्शन हो जाएगा. अब बेसिकली हमने क्या करना है? वी हैव टू गो फॉर 1 1 एंड ऑन टू, राइट? तो इन 12th क्लास वी हैव टू काइंड ऑफ फंक्शंस, 1 1 एंड ऑन टू फंक्शंस. एंड इससे कंसर्न एक और टर्म है हमारे पास जिसको क्या बोलते हैं? द फंक्शन विच इज इंजेक्टिव एज वेल एज surjective is called bijective function. The function which is injective as well as surjective is called bijective. Bijective means it contains two kind of properties, 1 1 as well as onto. Then that function is said to be bijective function, right? What is bijective function and how we can prove? If any function is given, how can you prove that the given function is injective as well as surjective? Means you can say it is bijective function. To understand the concept, we are taking some example. Suppose we have this example, fx is equals to x square, and this function is defined from R to R. R to R means reals to reals. Here, negative and positive reals both are present. In set B, both are present. Means this is set A and this is set B, and function is defined from R to R, and function is given by fx is equal to x square. This function is 1 1 or not, onto or not. We have to check this. So first of all, if fx is equals to x square, how we can check the condition for 1 1? Let x1 and x2 are the two elements which are belonging to the set A. What is set A? Reals. So x1, x2 are the two real numbers such that f of x1 is equals to f of x2. if f of x1 is equals to x2, then x1 square is equal to x2 square, x1 square minus x2 square is equal to 0, x1 minus x2, x1 plus x2 is equal to 0, x1 is equals to x2 or x1 is equals to minus x2. Means x1 is equal to x2 or x1 is equal to minus x2, right? So here we have two conditions, whether x1 is equals to x2 or x1 is equal to minus x2. It means there are the two elements, one is positive, another is negative, for which basically x2 is not equals to minus x2, but f of x1 is equals to f of x2. What does it mean? There are the two elements which has the single image. There are two elements which has the single image. Because वन के लिए क्या क्राइटेरिया किया था आपने कि अगर f of x f of y के इक्वल है तो हमें क्या प्रूव करना होगा, x is equals to y. बट यहां पर ऐसा नहीं हुआ. कैसा हुआ? f of x1 f of x2 के इक्वल है, बट x1 x2 के इक्वल होने के साथ साथ x1 की एक और ऑप्शन भी है कि वो माइनस x2 के इक्वल भी हो सकता है. तो इट मींस f is not 1 1 function. This is not 1 1 function. And for many one function, how we can check the condition for many one function? Now, first of all, for many one function, let y is equals to x square. Means if fx is equal to x square is given, means y is equals to x square, and we have to find the value of x from here, that is root of y. Whenever you take y is positive reals, either it is 1, 1.1, 2.3, so we get some real numbers. Means x exists, x belonging to R. But if y is negative real, then x does not belonging to R. Why? Because when you are taking y is negative number, then root of negative quantity will be iota, imaginary number. So we have no any pre-image of the negative numbers. अगर यहाँ पर आप कोई भी negative number substitute करेंगे तो आपको x type का कोई भी element नहीं मिलेगा जो कि real number हो. तो definitely हम कह सकते हैं कि negative reals has no any pre-image in set A. Means in R. जो हमारा A set है वो क्या है? Set of reals. Therefore, it is not onto function. क्योंकि 1 1 के लिए आपने क्या बोला कि ये क्राइटेरिया फुलफिल होना चाहिए. if f of x1 is equal to f of x2, then x1 is equal to x2 only. अगर ऐसा हो जाता है तो फंक्शन क्या होगा? 1 1 फंक्शन होगा. पर ऐसा नहीं हो पाया. ऑन टू के लिए जब हमने टेस्टिंग की तो हम क्या कहते हैं कि बी सेट के जितने भी एलिमेंट हैं उनके लिए कम से कम एक एंट्री ए में अवेलेबल होनी चाहिए. वो भी नहीं हो पाया क्योंकि यहाँ पे नेगेटिव रियल्स अगर हम पुट करेंगे तो हमें एक्स वापस ऑब्टेन नहीं होंगे. तो इसलिए नेगेटिव रियल्स के लिए कोई भी प्री इमेज अवेलेबल नहीं है. तो डेफिनेटली वो कैसा फंक्शन है? इट इज नॉट 1 1. नॉट 1 1 का मतलब क्या हो गया भैया? इनटू फंक्शन. और नॉट 1 1 का मतलब क्या हो गया? मैनी वन फंक्शन. तो बेसिकली कहीं पर अगर हमारे पास ऑप्शनल काइंड क्वेश्चन है तो आप ऐसा भी कह सकते हो कि इस टाइप का जो फंक्शन है वो कैसा होगा? मैनी वन एंड इनटू फंक्शन होगा. मैनी वन एंड into function hoga, because this is not 1 1, so it is many one. It is not onto means it is into. So this function is many one into function, right? So in this way we can check the condition for 1 1 and onto function. And one more important thing is there. अगर सपोज आपने इसकी डोमेन और रेंज को चेंज कर दिया. सपोज मेरे पास डोमेन और रेंज क्या है? R to R है. अब मैं इस क्वेश्चन को दोबारा से स्टडी करता हूं और मैं यहाँ पर डोमेन और रेंज को थोड़ा सा चेंज कर देता हूं. ठीक है, तो देखते हैं उसका क्या इंपैक्ट होता है. क्योंकि मेन चीज जो हमने समझनी है, मैं इसके बाद आपको एक पॉइंट दूंगा जिससे कि हम इस चीज को क्लियर कर पाएंगे कि बेसिकली फंक्शंस का अपना कोई बिहेवियर है ही नहीं. ठीक है, तो देखते हैं. Suppose we are taking again the same problem. ठीक है, again the same problem, but f is defined from R positive to R positive. Now the function is defined from positive reals to positive reals. Now what will happen? So if fx is equal to x square, x1 and x2 are the two positive reals. You cannot take negative reals now because set A has only positive reals. अब x1 x2 अगर पॉजिटिव रियल्स हैं, f of x1 is equal to x2, do this these all the steps in same way and x1 will be x2, but this option will be cancelled. Why? Because x1 is equal to minus x2 implies that if x2 is a positive real then minus x2 is a negative real, और माइनस x2 डेफिनेटली पॉजिटिव रियल नहीं हो सकता, इसलिए हमारे पास ऑप्शंस तो टू हैं, बट यू हैव टू नेग्लेक्ट द सेकेंड वन, तो वी गेट दिस रिजल्ट, that is, if f of x1 is equals to f of x2, it implies that x1 is equals to x2, therefore f is 1 function. Wow, it's good. Now if y is equals to x square and we are checking about the onto condition for the onto function, then x will be root of y. You are putting positive real, then we obtain a positive real. There is no problem whether it may be rational or irrational number, and both are the real numbers. So whenever you substitute the value of y as a positive real number, then x will be a positive real number. ऐसा हो सकता है कि वो रैशनल हो या इरेशनल हो, बट इट शुड बी पॉजिटिव रियल. तो इसका मतलब मैं यहां पे क्लियरली ये बात कह सकता हूं कि फॉर ईच y belonging to r positive, there exists some x which belonging to r positive. Therefore, f is onto function. Now, this function is 1 as well as onto. और अगर कोई फंक्शन 1 भी है और onto भी है तो उसको क्या बोलते हैं? बाइजेक्टिव फंक्शन, है ना. बाइजेक्टिव फंक्शन, बाइजेक्टिव फंक्शन का मतलब क्या होता है? इंजेक्टिव एज वेल एज सरजेक्टिव. तो इसका मतलब जो हमने एग्जांपल किया है, कैसा एग्जांपल है? इट इज फॉर बाइजेक्टिव फंक्शन बिकॉज फंक्शन इज डिफाइंड फ्रॉम आर पॉजिटिव टू आर पॉजिटिव. देखिए कितना अंतर हो गया, है ना. पहले हमारे पास जो फंक्शन था एफ एक्स इज इक्वल टू एक्स स्क्वायर, whenever it was defined from r to r, then its nature was totally different. That function was neither 1 nor onto. But in this case, when we are assuming r plus to r plus, then this function is 1 as well as onto. 1 as well as onto means it is bijective function. तो ऐसा क्यों हुआ? ऐसा इसलिए हुआ क्योंकि हमने इसकी डोमेन और रेंज को चेंज कर दिया, है ना. अब मैं एक चीज और करता हूं, सेम क्वेश्चन दोबारा से करते हैं, फिर से सोचते हैं, एनालाइज करते हैं रिजल्ट को, और हम इसको ऐसे ले लेते हैं कि दिस फंक्शन इज डिफाइंड फ्रॉम r नेगेटिव टू r पॉजिटिव. नाउ set A contains negative reals and it has positive reals. What will happen? Again, fx is equal to x square. x1 x2 are the negative reals now because A set क्या है हमारा? नेगेटिव रियल्स का सेट है. तो सेम स्टेप्स प्रोसीड करेंगे हम जैसे पहले किया. f of x1 is equal to f of x2, सॉल्व किया, ये आ गया. अब देखिए क्या होगा, x1 x2 नेगेटिव रियल्स है. अब x1 x2 अगर नेगेटिव रियल्स है तो माइनस साइन लगते ही वो कैसे हो जाएंगे? पॉजिटिव हो जाएंगे. इसका मतलब x1 इज इक्वल टू माइनस x2 ऑप्शन को फिर से डिलीट कर दिया जाएगा बिकॉज x2 इज ए नेगेटिव रियल एंड माइनस x2 बिकम्स पॉजिटिव. बट माइनस x2 हमारे पास कैसा है? यहां पर जो डोमेन है उसमें क्या है? नेगेटिव रियल्स है. तो इसलिए हम इसको फिर से क्या कर देंगे? डिलीट कर देंगे. हमारे पास यही ऑप्शन रहेगी. f of x1 is equals to f of x2 means x1 is equal to x2 means f is 1 function. There is no need to change anything in this proof for 1 function. And another one is if y is equal to x square, then x is root of y and y is positive reals, then what will happen? X will be positive real. But for each y which is a positive real, there exists some x which is a positive real, but there will be no any negative real. It means for each y belonging to positive reals, there exists no any x which belonging to negative reals. Therefore, f is not 1 1. Not 1 means, sorry, not onto means this function is not onto because कोई भी पॉजिटिव रियल नंबर लेने पर आपको प्री इमेज नहीं मिल रही. इसका मतलब f is not onto, और अगर f not onto है तो फिर वो कैसा है? इनटू है. तो 1 एंड इनटू. तो इसकी क्वालिटी कैसी है? एक तो हमने प्रूव किया 1 और एक हमने प्रूव किया इनटू. तो ये फंक्शन 1 भी है एंड इनटू भी है. तो इन दिस वे वी कैन चेक द बिहेवियर ऑफ द फंक्शन. देखिए इस सारे डिस्कशन से जो मेन चीज हमने समझनी है वो इंपॉर्टेंट चीज क्या है कि जब हम फंक्शन को चेक करते हैं, देखिए फंक्शन तो एफ एक्स इज इक्वल टू एक्स स्क्वायर ही है, बट उसका बिहेवियर बार बार चेंज क्यों हो रहा है? क्योंकि हम डोमेन और रेंज को चेंज कर रहे हैं. बेसिकली इफ वी आर द फंक्शंस एंड आवर नेचर is totally dependent on our belongings, our atmosphere, है ना. That is our domain and range, है ना. आपका फ्रेंड सर्कल है, आपके साथ फैमिली है, आपके साथ बाकी लोग हैं, उसी पर आपका सारे का सारा नेचर जो है वो डिपेंड करता है. तो इसी तरीके से जो हमारे फंक्शंस होते हैं उनका भी जो बिहेवियर है दैट इज टोटली डिपेंड्स अपॉन द डोमेन एंड द range of the function, right? So in this way we can check the condition for injectivity, bijectivity, not injectivity and not bijectivity of the function. And we have to take one more example for that. Suppose we have A is a set which contains r minus 3, matlab excluding 3 we have all the real numbers, and B is r minus 1 excluding 1 all the real numbers. F is defined from A to B set such that fx is equal to x minus 2 upon x minus 3. Check the bijectivity of the function. We have to check whether the given function is 1 1 or not, on 2 or not, right? So first of all, if f is this function, so for 1 1 function, what will you do? Same, let x1 and x2 are the two reals. Reals means they are belonging to A set which contains all real numbers excluding 3, right? So x1 and x2 are the elements which are belonging to A such that f of x1 is equals to f of x2. Then x1 minus 2, x1 minus 3, x2 minus 2, x2 minus 3. First of all, put x is equal to x1, then x is equal to x2 to get the values of f of x1 and f of x2. Equate them. After equating both, cross multiplying x1 minus 3, now multiplying all x1 x2, 2x2, 3x1 plus 6, x1 x2, 2x1 minus 3x2 plus 6. अब इसमें देखिए 6 जो आपका है वो कैंसिल हो रहा है. This 6 is cancelled, right? And x1 x2 is also cancelled, and take x2 on one side and x1 on the another side. We get minus 3x1 plus 2x1 and minus 3x2 plus 2x2, right? That is minus x1 is equals to minus x2, x1 is equals to x2. What we are getting, if f of x1 is equal to f of x2, means x1 is equal to x2. It means f is 1 1 function, right? Without any doubt, you can say this function is injective function. And second thing is onto function. For onto function, what will you do? Let the given function is equals to y, right? And cross multiply it. After cross multiplying it, separate the terms containing x. Right? So x becomes 3y minus 2 upon y minus 1. Here, if y is equals to 1, then x does not exist. We can check whether if y is 1, you are substituting y is equals to 1, then something upon 0 becomes undefined, so x does not exist. It means at y is equal to 1, x does not exist. So therefore, what is the range of this function? Range of this function is r minus 1. Means the values of y should belonging to this set, and that is the range of the function. And you have to check that what is the set B. B is also r minus 1 and range of the set is also r minus 1. If range of the set is equals to set B is called codomain. If these two are equal, then f is onto function. Now we can check this function is 1 1 as well as onto, so you can declare that the given function is bijective function. So in this way we can perform the questions based on the bijectivity of the function. First of all, you should check the condition for one function, and then for onto find the inverse of the given function, we have to convert the given function in terms of x is equals to function of y, then exclude those values at which x is not defined. यानी कि you have to find the range of the function. After finding out the range of the function, we will check that the range of the function is equals to set b or not. If range of the function is equals to set b, then definitely that function is onto function, otherwise function is not onto function. Right? तो इसी के साथ आज का लेक्चर हम यहीं पर ओवर करते हैं. आफ्टर कंप्लीटिंग दिस लेक्चर we will go for the more videos after injectivity, surjectivity. We have 2 or 3 topics are there which are pending for us, and we will discuss in our next video. Thank you.